purpose of this video is to walk you through creating a Zoom meeting. First, you want to navigate to Alamo Zoom. The web address to do so is alamo.zoom.us. Once you click on this link, it's going to prompt you to sign in. After you sign in, you will simply click on Schedule a New Meeting. Here you can put a title in for your Zoom meeting. If you are creating a Zoom meeting for one of your Canvas courses, I recommend putting the title of the Canvas course as the topic for your Zoom meeting. Description is very optional. You can leave this blank. Next, you have a section to set up when, duration, and time zone. I strongly recommend that you don't create a Zoom meeting with any specific date and time. I recommend that you select recurring meeting. And then the next option would be to select no fixed time. One of the great benefits of setting up your Zoom to be a recurring meeting with no fixed time is that it allows you more flexibility. When you share this meeting with your students, you can inform them in Canvas what day and time this Zoom meeting will occur. Your students have no idea that the Zoom link you posted is a recurring meeting. Another great reason why you should keep a Zoom meeting at no fixed time is that it allows you to make any adjustments on when you're able to meet with your students. If you did create a Zoom meeting with a fixed date and time, you would have to create a whole new Zoom link to reflect any new changes that needed to be made with your students in Canvas. As you scroll down, you will see that there are additional options available to you. When it comes to video, I always recommend that you start your meeting with your video off for both the host and the participants. Please keep in mind that these settings can be changed once the Zoom meeting starts. I just recommend that it's a lot easier to start off with the camera off. So that way it really gives you a chance to make sure you have everything set up and ready to go before you turn your webcam on. For audio, I recommend that you select both. What this does is it allows students to be able to listen in on your Zoom meeting through the computer audio or through the telephone. So in case there's an emergency and for some reason your student does not have access to internet, they can still dial in and listen to your Zoom meeting over the phone. They will be restricted to only being able to listen in. Now for meeting options, you have several things to choose from. One of them is enable join before host. I recommend selecting enable join before host. So that way you don't have any students in your Zoom meeting before you get there. Another great option you should select is mute participants upon entry. What this means is that anyone who joins in on your Zoom, their microphones would automatically be muted. This just guarantees that there will be no audio disruptions that will occur during your lecture. Again, please note that once your Zoom meeting has started, you can change this setting. The other option I would select is record the meeting automatically. So that way you don't accidentally overlook and forget to record the lecture. When you start the Zoom meeting, you can pause the recording and then push play so that way you can decide when you want the recording to start. You also have the option of saving the recording on your local computer, which means when your Zoom session ends, the recording would be saved to your computer or desktop, or you have the option of selecting have the recording saved in the cloud. I recommend saving it in the cloud. The reason being is that you're able to go back and review any of your past recordings. And that way you can delete any recordings you don't need and download any that you want to keep to your computer so they can be uploaded later in MediaSite. If you have your recordings automatically saved to your computer, the file size of these recordings will definitely eat up any space that you have on your computer. Once you've made your selections, you would then click Save. Once you've clicked Save, you will now see the new meeting that you created listed here below.